Assalamu alaikum. Barkamu da sake saduwa kan wannan shiri na gidan Kawa kan wannan tasha mai alfarma Baina TV. Ni ne na Fati White. In kuna kallon mu on Facebook, that is Baina TV. Kuma kan YouTube, we are at Baina TV. Yeah, in on YouTube, you should subscribe to our page on YouTube. Kuma on Facebook, you should like and comment on all our posts. Coming Mufara magana topic na dami batun shi that yau makeup was by Mimi's Golden Touch. Tana sabon zango kan tudu ko nemi Mimi's Golden Touch kun ganta. Kuma outfit is by Second Skin. Kun gan contact Mimi's Golden Touch da kuma Second Skin on our screen. Do contact them for yours. Before our topic for today, na son current when you post the muka post kan page mo on Facebook, then I will invite my guest to speak on it. It says, a newly wedded bride is deep in thoughts about her husband's change of attitude. It's only a couple of weeks after they got married. When they are supposed to be having a great time together, he's making an outrageous request, more of a command. He wants her off social media. She remembers it came up for discussion while they were dating, but she teased him of being jealous and protective and brushed it off. She pleaded that he allows her use WhatsApp at least, since he's on all social media platforms. He insists that he is the man of the house, hence he makes the rules. Now she's left with two options. It's either social media or her marriage. I'm not going to one the sky our recently ngano suke tare shine mijin yace mata kaman ba bai son tana kan social media, bai son ta kan Facebook, bai son ta kan WhatsApp, bai son ta kan Snap, Twitter, Telegram, nothing. Bai son ta on all the social media platforms. She take ba shankri ba a better to use at least WhatsApp. Nde she na kan social media platform no. Mata na tuna kaman time da suke bin juna baya. Ya ce mata kaman ya tambaye ta isa in dai suka yi aure. Ya ce mata ta fita kan WhatsApp social media me da ta yi amma bata doke shi wani magana wanga ba. Isa bari introduce guests na she to share thoughts about wanga conversation. Yau mu yi batun red flags abin da ya sa muka karanta muku wanga story kenan. Yau tare da ni muna da Rashida Rashid, ita ne CEO of Second Skin, ta take own Second Skin outfit da muka sa yau. Kuma muna da Bilal Saeed da kuma Ayisha Umar Sanda. Su duka yau su da su explain muna conversation on red flags in a relationship. Rashida, you read Kinji magana da muka yi story da na read yanzu gano. What do you have to say about it?
Well, for me, I don't know what would make the husband not want her on social media. It could be for various reasons. But then it's a two-way thing. If you don't want her there and you don't have reasons, even if you have reasons and you don't want your wife there, why are you there?
And so what are some of the reasons in the mother ke maso matters to be on social media?
I think it's insecurities.
Yeah.
Insecurity with the woman call me.
Because I even had a friend, I think she's married and her husband is in Germany. I think they share the same account. So there's one alert who said hi and the husband it became a whole lot of issues.
So on social media but I'm so quiet.
That's what I'm saying, insecurities. It comes under all of this.
He's thinking of kwache is two ways. It's either Amy. No, either in our kwache no one. So he wants to protect his back. Like, it's that simple.
Yes,
normally when you find an insecure person, they are not doing the right thing. So he or she is always thinking, if I'm doing it, then she's also doing it.
No. Sometimes to past experiences.
I'll get there. Somebody too might have had that kind of experience with either his ex or the current woman he's with. You understand? But In the instance when she hasn't cheated before, or there haven't been any, in this day, you can't tell somebody not to be on any social media platform. People sell there, people get information from work and stuff like that. So in this day and age, if you are not on social media, then you are not living. Like, how do you do it? People come there to get rid of their depression, to have a good laugh after a long day. Unless his wife is giving all her attention to social media in his presence, then he has a reason to say, don't come on social media. But if he doesn't have any such reason, then he's not supposed to say, don't be there. Maybe she should have paid attention when he asked that question. Because I've been asked that question once. Rashida, can I have your password? I was like, if your life doesn't depend on it, I'm sorry. I didn't have anything to hide. But if you can't trust me, then you might as well move on. You can't be with people and have to be trying so hard to gain their trust all the time. It's too much work. That's for me. I won't even bother. I had an ex say, Rashida, when we marry, you give me your Facebook. No, you leave Facebook. Like, before we could finish the conversation, I had looked for him in my list and blocked him. Not because I had anything to hide. I'm not ready to pamper anybody's insecurity.
It's in the first place, should we entertain when the Suki have insecurity when it comes to social media?
No, if he's
or should you allow the person
media, then he's insecure everywhere. Yes.
It's Krola in Kenya kachemiki kamade Krola bonso ki be on social media. Medaki is either king allow come Rashida ka check my tata blocking on the go but amajo ya end conversation ba king blocking on the go come medaki
now asking she reasons since she's son no and by then we are not married. It's like I feel send me so okay so in the social media na gonna like pictures and keep correct ko keep my post and like na gan come on mazana so message ko keep matter na send my message na gan come back in community no kuma ke promote business na it's like me so okay so if the kind social media come back kind Facebook and keep snap that but everybody is selling things there. It's like I think about tangible reason that don't for the social media.
It's come on actually Babs, when the social media, Facebook, it meets Buduruwanga, so can make marriage plans. In the right me she come on ba fita on social media.
It depends.
Mesa, come me.
Depends. You see, on what Rashida said, right? She was saying she blocked him instantly, like but. Will you keep blocking them when they keep asking you that question all the time?
No, my point is, I didn't block him on voice calls, or WhatsApp. You don't want me on Facebook when I was there before we met, and I haven't given you any reason to have doubts as to why I should be on Facebook. I promote my work on Facebook. People get a lot of help on Facebook. You understand? In my line of work, you can't tell me to leave Facebook. I sell most of my things there. I get information about my work and other things that happen around me. So if you say because you are insecure, you didn't give me that reason. You just say when we marry, you leave Facebook.
It's for you, Babs. Kind of like netambeka dazu. Kind of kagamu da budurong on it. Would you allow that?
Oh, honestly. Maybe need labor yada.
Back yada.
Yes.
Like, story that I read. Were there instances of red flags that in the Budurong, if she had focused or paid attention, try to prevent a situation like that?
There was. Because you have to make it come in the check if the Facebook or social media if the red flag. It means there is a probability to come come on me, and you didn't ask, you took it as jealousy. You didn't ask him his reasons. Check it out, you have check if the chicken. I'm not sure that he convincing she could settle your
own. Rashida, but some red flags, Sanga. Yanzu kana Krola tache ya fadi mata for so for her now, there was an instance like that.
Yeah.
I could wonder maybe be maganaba. Is that what other traits in that he check amade? These things are red flags. Indian mutum budwa the Samaritan are being tuna.
Okay. So, sometimes yenda meshide maka magana. Like even if it's in private.
Oh, sister.
Meshina magana in a kara like
In our kuwa.
words in the meshide use ma. Like we have individual differences. Me, one instance is enough for me to pull the plug. I don't have the energy for a lot of things. Like there are a lot of ways we can play. Ba wasaka che, nkika ina bugaki, or you call your partner like shegia. I don't find that funny. I've never found abuse funny, even if it's verbal. No, if it starts from verbal, then it gets to emotional, and then in the end, it gets to the ultimate physical.
Okay.
I don't have room for bako mi bani. When we marry, no, people don't change. So if you are hitting during a relationship, or you are being abusive verbally during a relationship, I should expect more. I don't have any space to keep the more that is to come. So before it gets there, you advise yourself for your safety's sake and your sanity's sake.
Babs.
People do change. People do change. But let me tell you something. You see, you are like, you block him. Wait, you block him. And let's say you are her friend, and maybe there's something going on Facebook regarding her, and maybe I'm the boy the guy who wants to get married to her, and you come and tell me, oh, your fiancé, this is what she's doing on Facebook, and I know very well that she has blocked me. So that's when what comes in. Like being sneaky. Like you are being good, you are being sneaky, right? So with that I can't cope with you. So like, I'll be like, no, let me land.
Now block and come
I can't cope with
It's because
she said she didn't.
Okay. From what she's saying that from the first instance,
no, because prior to that, Rashida, can I have your Facebook password? You have yours, I have mine. As much as I don't have anything to hide, if you want to get into my privacy to be secure, unless I've given you reasons to doubt me, then you don't need that.
There's always a being that the person will start doing and the person will do another thing again. It's about way is one instance when
password.
You ask for password more than once. Then my point is that I can give you the Facebook password. If you have the heart medicine to go through whatever happens there, you're on your own. I can't be blamed for it. But I'm not asking for yours. So
that's what I don't understand. I don't ask you.
We can use the same account, but that one is too much work. I don't see how, for me, I sell on Facebook. So I don't see how you can answer to my how much and when can you deliver and all those stuff.
Okay, kuna kalong Gidan Kawa on Facebook and they are also streaming on YouTube. India couldn't just join him when muna button red flags in the relationship. Rashida check mother. In the first instance, cut and boy for her login. The second instance, she's not even going to entertain you. And even aside that, scroller. Rashida check it for the matter name. When actions kuma daki check amade that classify those things as red flags.
She talked in a way come verbal abuse. Can I examine? I keep shaking. I can answer one man. Not tell me that thank you. What else can I can you one she said one my relationship you look at our in the
mafia love nyai.
Mafia love.
Everything
yes. Mafia love can't talk about me.
No,
street love.
There's a girl who was like Aleki wallahi she told me hey kidi John you.
Oh,
but I don't want to bugu na ma.
No,
Asylum they're like that.
Those are actually red flags. Much in the
she talk she's abusive, so she wants someone like that.
It's a red flag. petty things. The moment check my it's mafia love. These are subtle. I've been the case.
It's not directly at you.
Yes.
Maybe you are out there and your partner is insulting someone. If you insult somebody, kaka check bani bani ai. Ma.
The
day it gets heated and you're around and you try to come in, then the next person that should take all that pressure is you.
Even sometimes, in that he say abu, the abaki could that he say abu. Yen the made but don't change that. In the that he say no one need me king charege. Me sabaki ka could to correct class
economics.
Babs, I was about to ask Babs, kanga anganka na miji kuna tare once you are dating. Shin kamade yo. Na miji na ba me chire wo bani. Should that be a concern? Could they can I expect because more than one son as matter they want to change na kamade na miji na buy when you are dating. When you get married now, couldn't they get someone that okay being junior and buy someone could when you get married? Yeah, it's a yanzu India kuna being junior. Machine one could you buy kiba. It's a can I expect come on ba. Machine unka yaure. Machine buy kida kudi or as usual is being economics.
People do change.
That's where we bring in what's the name? You have to lower your expectations. Some ladies their expectations are very high. Oh no, I'm not speaking on like my behalf or something, but then see, let me tell you something. Sometimes I think it's weird, guys. I meet you right now. I'm home, I'm with 10,000 cities. I feel like okay, let me impress this girl, and I give her 1,000 cities today. Which are the guy like so. Her expectations are, this guy, if he has 10,000 cities and he gives me 1,000 cities, so when he has 100,000, he's giving me 10,000. So her expectations are high.
No, ma.
So it gives
Mazanda, so I'm being, you know, my boss to buy.
So wait.
That's what you can't.
See, in a sense, she gets that in her mind frame that this like even when we get married.
Can't people be nice in peace? Another 10,000, yabaki 1,000. It doesn't mean that 10,000 should come all the time.
Yes.
But at the same time, you don't start something you can't finish. Maybe that day you're in a good mood, bring back 1,000. And at the same time, before much you venture into a relationship, it's not adoption. So you go with yours, like you meet each other halfway. It gets boring when you are saying thank you all the time.
You know, you
have situations whereby King and Kamamba, when you are dating, the person doesn't give. He doesn't give at all. She can check Kamamba. Oh, Inkaya Saki. All the time, you are the one who is giving. Because you are in love and you are hoping that machine your psyche, then you end up being with that person. No, quite auri. Yanzu, he couldn't like taking name. Take a name and check your cow gida kukuchi. But you saw the red flags, Kamadi. Akwe Mazanda, when you are dating, the person cook then they kill she. Or you see someone that there are signs that machine gun in your nada she. Yeah, baka. Ama when you are dating and it's clearly visible. Come on, this is someone that the person wouldn't give you. Mesa, you go ahead and marry them. It's actually a red flag.
I can't answer for those people. They saw what they were going into and they decided to go. You can't.
Because they had the reason to change. That's not where people do change.
No, see. Me, I don't know about every other person, but I am not stingy, so I can't deal with a stingy person. Like that's me.
Sure.
I don't mind.
Is that for you in the moment skin spots when the person is stingy? For you, it's a red flag, and you know it's
a sin to marry a stingy person. Yes, because if the person, unless the person doesn't have it,
what is Rashida?
No, but no, there are people that would share the little they have with you. So you appreciate them as well. So you appreciate them. I don't mind if the person has a little and we are sharing. That's fine. I don't mind sharing with somebody that shares with me. But once you are stingy, no, me, mom, dear, I can't commit that sin. It's too much work because he will do it to you and it start extending to your kids when you have them in future. I can't have my kids running to their mom all the time. That thing is too common in our zongos.
Yeah.
I won't continue that trend for anybody. I didn't start it. I won't continue.
Okay. For instance, now we muna date people that during the relationship, she check my they decide. Come on. The moment he decide one up, he just comes and tells you that, okay, babe, I've been there now decide kega ko night nane and nankma this will be best for us. Shake my kina zone ko like kina zone kina check my de they can make it no check my no imuka ya binga. It's not going to help. You get it? And you come back and be like, okay, baby, I've been getting the kafading gadi. I think imuka is hakanga yeah you better. And this person is autocratic.
Okay.
On people like that, what are you going to? Is this something that maybe Zuagaba, machine Saki, or you shouldn't consider that?
Yeah, don't stop telling me
just once, then you people can't reach an agreement. It's fine, but if it keeps happening, because there are instances when our parents have given us like orders that didn't go well. And then you wait till they are calm or there's a good moment, then you let them know, oh, mama, or ko baba, wangade, inda muishi akadayai. You understand?
You even listen.
And sometimes they listen, most times they don't listen. They go back and realize, oh, she's making sense. So, yeah. But if you are with a partner that wants his word to be final, we are supposed to obey our partners. They are supposed to respect us.
Are we supposed to obey whatever they say, or
no, that's
what I'm trying to get. Like, we are supposed to respect each other and obey each other, listen to each other. But if it becomes master and slave business, then there's a problem.
Yes.
Because I don't think we've obeyed all the things our parents told us to do. There are some that won't go well with you no matter what how they want it. So we are supposed to come to an agreement and have decisions together. So if it's coming from one person all the time and their word has to be final. Then it's enough for you to know that you won't have a say when you get married.
Okay.
But final number.
Yeah, Zamawanga Kena.
But you know,
If you are watching us, it's Baina TV, Gidan Kawa on Baina TV. Please ask Kuke Jimo. We want to hear what you have to say about red flags in a relationship. Do share with us some of the things that you think are red flags in a relationship. Babs, it's as Namiji, from the guy's perspective, when you trace na mazaki and you for inde kan wanka, naka advice kan wanka kamade. These are things that you should look out for in a guy. What will you consider as red flags?
Okay, if let's say your husband doesn't have compassion for the poor.
Oh.
Compassion for the poor.
Is Hamilton the better compassion? He won't be compassionate to you?
Oh yeah, for real. Because that like you see, for the poor you have to have compassion for them, and it's more like it goes both like to your kids, to maybe let's say your brothers. Maybe there will be a time in life that things will be tough for you, and honestly, if he doesn't have compassion, honestly he can't do anything for you. So at the end you have to go, like everyone will know your business. Oh, I can go and don't like help. You see, at the end of the day, by helping mama, go on and feel and get
so na mijin da ke da baki. Ko macin da ke da baki duka. Because it's like, hang on, check day. Everything that happens in a relationship, it stays between the two of you. This is someone that all the time she after echemaka. Echido, oh, one kaza. Well, the kind of mama, tanama, everyone. It's like everyone that they gamu that she not for the mai kamade enough share problems since in before the ma been the kisakani she the maten she ba yeah come in and say for
a good one number 2
good one number 2
good one number 2
in me she not for the ear in she maybe she might be more
because
if you people can solve problems within just the two of you, unless it gets to the extreme when you need someone else to come in, fine. But everything that happens before, then you might as well announce it yourself, because either way my partner will take it out there. Then it means you don't have a life anymore, you don't have privacy, there's no dignity.
Korolam, inking I've been a major, she might get out a chimney, she maybe doing it interaction, she goes to know that kid a baby. No, like that's not commanding kid. Head someone the kid that she could be Juna. She buying tassation. She's not touching me later, maybe buying out which you corner, don't take care of the chimp, madam. Corolla, Ayisha. Samaringa de cacao, be a mimba.
The first question is Lima as a mesa.
She did check me, Kim. It's either maybe Tangan Kamade. You know, sometimes our parents have reasons about for the Muna. There are times that they will tell us, yes, it's like if it's one of the reasons the last year for the Muna, they don't tell you that point blank.
They don't have maybe but a like in Shiba.
They have but they can't much as
your child.
Everyone
knows. But me, my mother maybe should be able to tell me her reasons.
Let's assume.
She would because
let me tell you something. Okay, let's go Islamically. When you meet a guy and you like him, and you think like you want to get married to him, so you want to know him. The Prophet said we should start with what?
Background check.
Istihara.
Oh, okay.
You see, and one thing about this istihara thing, you see, when you are in love, like when love is intense, and like you want to do istihara, you lie to yourself, honestly, because
when it comes to people being in love, it doesn't go with just the istihara. Like 99% of people who are in love, they stop thinking, they stop seeing reason. But love is not enough to sustain a relationship
they
or anything.
They stop reasoning because they are in love makes them overlook
a lot of things.
And these things are usually red flags that when you get sometimes
people don't overlook it because they are in love. Some overlook red flags because of the situations they find themselves in. Some people are in a hurry to leave their parents' homes. Some too are lazy, so I'm going into adoption, so whatever comes with it is
Rashida,
fine.
At this point
so
where
compromise.
They don't mind.
She can buy the, she can cheer data. She can cheer data. She doesn't have anywhere to go. Maybe parents in it's bad at home. But this is the person that Meshinya yezo echimota mutunchi. Gaban intai wasama gaban yayinta ma ya echimota mutunchi. Ko even if be echimota mutunchi gaban yayinta, anytime he is with her, emotional abuse is what she faces. Yeah, downplaying her essence in his life because she's always after him. Because this is the situation she finds herself. But these are things that Kisan Kamade, if you are dating someone, she machine in a emotionally abusing. If you are you don't get what we mean by the emotional abuse. The last we had an episode, I can't tell the particular episode. They just go back on our Facebook page or our YouTube page and go through the episodes we have. We had one on abuses. You can get a broader idea of what all these abuses are. Back to the conversation. This person is machine achemki, you are not worth it. Or machine basic opinion in situations. Come machine call me in a gene the EIA she. You see, these are like
such people, I don't like them.
More than money, my society, man.
That's somebody that can't think for themselves. And let's not limit abuse to just men. Yes. There are men that are being abused by women as well. Verbally. There are men that are being abused by their partners and their wives. And in our society, the men are not supposed to expose their weakness. Yes. So they don't say. There are men that are being abused, like verbally and even physically.
Even when it comes to the verbally and all that, Babs, in the can be much in the corny time. Touch maka. Babs na so kudi kazo. Imbaka baka but touch maka mutunchi.
What will you do? You get a job.
No, Babs, what will you do? Will you go ahead and marry this person? Or can't
Hey, relax.
Let me tell you something. Mujawuri mazano. Kagan namiji. Ina da kudi. Shi aure na mace. Ina abuse into physically, emotional abuse. Kaga ya say mata lori. He say mata gida. Like he'll give her everything she needs. Everything at all she needs. When she goes, but emotionally it's killing her. Okay. Maybe she doesn't get the maximum like attention she needs. Oh. Maybe sometimes he doesn't even have an affair with her. Be the time in time. I might not come out because it's like you interject and complain. Tell about you. Oh, I let me not she do a key.
I have a friend like that. Like she was married for 16 years. She didn't know what happiness was. She goes to, if she gets to her house after 3 p.m., she's in trouble. Whenever she closes work, like she's not a happy person because she's going into hell. Like the physical, verbal,
emotional,
like, I saw pictures of her and I was like, oh wow. Then after
like
that, Buga like
this
conversation.
Hey, it's serious. Oh,
after one, now say Matalori. The next
and now compensating all the time.
He compensated her with Hajj.
So she was getting everything,
so
but she wasn't getting the
And at a point, they mata call me like he doesn't even care. She didn't exist anymore in his home, but she was there. So she got tired and was like, oh, my sanity comes first. My life comes first.
Oh, 16 years. Yeah, waste much time.
And he married her at 19. So imagine, like, he's taking all her life away.
So this conversation is getting interesting. Amade, due to time, we have to wrap up. Before we wrap up, I want your final take on the conversation. And so in there, I could check man, there's someone that overlook red flags in a relationship during the dating stage. What do you think could possibly Rashida check my day? You would live your life an unhappy person in this wanga. What are some of the things in the check my day could happen if you come miss a red flag or you overlook a red flag?
If you're unhappy, depression may long to cause suicide.
Avoid the depression.
Avoid it.
So you just don't even go into it in the first
Babs.
Stress is killing faster than the diabetes, hypertension, and the HIVs. But in our society, we don't talk about it. People don't even realize when they are stressed or depressed. It's killing people. So once you know this is not something, there are things you can manage or overlook.
Yeah.
But once it is abuse, once it is a red flag, you save yourself and other people around you all the trouble by not saying, oh, it might change. I don't have an option. Once you're alive, you have an option.
Okay.
Those who manage to enter because, oh, he does everything for me. You start by doing something for yourself. Even if you have to start from the scratch, you would get somewhere. Lately, even some women are tired of, like, my fellow women begging and being all over the place. Once you see a post about, oh, who wants, you see them all over. It's shameful. That doesn't mean that a woman that has everything might not be abused, but then the likelihood is little as compared to someone who is being adopted by her partner.
Okay. Babs, your final word on red flags.
Prayer is everything. Prayer.
Allah shake.
Prayer about everything. I think this is all about prayer. No, your wife, like, she has to be prayerful. You have to be prayerful because sometimes, you know, sometimes you are not causing the issues. It's like maybe sometimes it's shaitan.
But they are prayer. Shaitan uses human beings. They are prayerful human beings.
Even when it comes to but you can pray like kana assuming Mondays and Thursdays, 5 daily prayers you pray. Kana in nafila. Kana abide the zakah, the sadaqah, the duka. if you are ignoring Allah now, God make a signs commanded. This is a red flag. Run for your life, and you are not seeing and saying that no, Allah now God me up. Then please, kaka blame Allah for any check man. Allah ne be wangaba because Allah ya God. Allah be so cool wa kas bisa. Ezo kasa change command.
Red flag.
Wangane red flag. No, but as a society now, we are so we need to pinpoint these red flags. Muslim, because the reason why a lot of we can have divorce is because of these red flags. We are gonna overlook all these things.
And the clerics should stop pushing people to go inside, even when they are also seeing it from afar.
Exactly. It's a let me just wrap up this because of time. Amade, the last word of Rashida. Society, kuna gani. They are wanting the answer command. The chicken machine the country. He's a beater. Machine had the life in the bay. I'm a check my so but the machine now soon. It's a very about to see our later machine. Yeah, already masala is o. Kuma kuzo lose my uncle. All these things are red flags that. You need to observe this. You, the parents that in the data come kuma kui bin chicken kukusam in the Samarin fito. But closely, the woman should always take closer look at these things. And kuna kalon Gidan Kawa on Baina TV on the tamuna makeup it's a name Mimi's Golden Touch. Tana sabon zango can to do. Kuma outfit is from Second Skin Contacts, and so it's on the screen. It's a young one that can name anything from Second Skin. She sells a lot of things. Just reach out to her with the contact that's being displayed on your screen. The Kuma, go to Mimi's Golden Touch and you would have your face beat. You'll be looking like mashallah, thank you. And see you same time next week inshallah. Nini na Fati White, Ayisha Umar Sanda, the Bilal Saeed, the Kuma Rashida Rashid, Muna button red flags in their comments. Yeah, you can still go to our YouTube page and our Facebook page, which is Baina TV, and on Twitter we are Baina_TV, the same as our IG page. So please do share and comment whilst you watch us. Thank you very much. Baina TV, connected to your world.